dear students. So we are just dealing with this chapter, idioms. Now what we are just dealing with idioms and phrasal verbs. That was the chapter we are just dealing with, and I think we are on adverbial phrases. Okay, so we were time and again. So that is what we are just dealing with. Time and again, again and again, time and again. So this is the word we usually use. Time and again, time and again, time and again. What does it mean? Time and again. Time and again and again means time and again. See, time and again and again. That is the word meaning it gives. No, time and again and again. I have reminded him time and again to be punctual. I have insisted him all the time to be punctual, and he didn't. No, time and again and again. I have reminded him time and again to be punctual. By the heart to memorize. By the heart means to memorize. You see, by heart. By heart, we say that by heart. Usually we say this word, no, by heart. By heart something. Always we say that. By heart to memorize something. The children had to learn the song by heart. To memorize. To memorize. As a matter of fact means in fact. As a matter of fact, she says that she has helped me. As a matter of fact, she has been a burden. In fact, okay. As a matter of fact means in fact. Okay. As a matter of fact in the sense in fact. She says that she has helped me. As a matter of fact, and she has been a burden. She has been a burden. As a matter of fact. She says that she has helped me. As a matter of fact, she has been a burden. In fact, she is a burden. At a stretch means without stopping. At a stretch, here, the word meaning without stopping. At a stretch in the sense without stopping. The minister spoke for 2 hours at a stretch without stopping. Continuously, that means, okay, at a stretch. A stretch means without a stopping. Continuously the minister was speaking. Few and far between, rare. Few and far between, the sense that, okay, rare. The politicians' visits to their areas after the elections are always few and far between. Few and far between means after the election, that is true, no? After the election, the politicians visit them very few times, no? Very rarely their election areas, their houses or their nearby areas, no? Through and through. The teacher read my assignment through and through, but could not find a single spelling error. The teacher read my assignment through and through, but could not find a single spelling error. Through and through means that we have already seen that it means completely. The teacher read all the assignment and fully, completely, word by word, she was checking, and could not find any errors or could not find any mistakes. Okay, now let us see something about, we are just dealing with the article phrase, and now we just learn about verb idioms. So that is what next one is. Verb idioms. What do you understand by this verb idioms? No, do you have any idea about this verb idioms? So there are given some examples showing the use of the verb idioms. You see, add fuel to the fire, make a bad situation worse. You know that already the situation is very bad. Okay, you see that already there are some problems, and some people are just coming there and telling that, okay, again there are some problems. So then again the problem will be, the problem will be becoming very worse. Worse situation will be coming. Some people are like that. They want to make the situation worse and worse, and so for that now they will be having some ideas and see, and they are happy. Some people are very happy about that by adding fuel to the fire. So there are situations like that. You can see that. So make a bad situation worse. Your remarks during fuel to the fire. Your remarks during the discussion added fuel to the fire. Add fuel to the fire. So that means your remarks during the discussion added fuel to the fire. Fuel to the fire means the situation made. Okay, your discussion, your remarks made the situation more worse. So that is what the meaning is. Be at once bit end. Be at once bit end. That means be totally baffled. Be totally baffled. Be at once bit end. That means be totally baffled. I was at my wit's end to find my bag missing from my table. I was at my wit's end. Wit's end means I was at my wit's end to find my bag missing from my table. So that means be totally baffled. I was at my Now hit the nail on the head. Next one is hit the nail on the head. What is do exactly the right thing. Do exactly the right thing. Okay, by quoting the lowest price, he hit the nail on the head and clinched the deal. Okay. So he was just doing by quoting the lowest price, he hit the. Dear students, we can just continue with this chapter, idioms and the phrasal verbs. I think we were just seeing. Okay, I think hit the nail on the head. So that we have seen, and then now keep in the dark. So that is what we are just going to see. Keep in the dark. Withhold important information. So withhold. Okay, withhold important information. Keep in the dark. See, certain informations are not revealed. See that he kept his father in the dark about his poor scores in the examination, not revealing something. Okay, keep in the dark something means not revealing something, just hiding something. Not everything is revealed. So hiding something, that is what it is. No, keep in the dark, withhold important information. He kept his father in the dark about his poor scores in the examination. So just hiding something. Okay. Now here means that he was not showing or revealing his father the exact mark of it. He didn't reveal. Sell like hotcakes. You can see sell like hotcakes. Be very popular and in demand. Be very popular and in demand. This book written by a celebrated author is selling like hotcakes. Sell like hotcakes. Be very popular and in demand, high demand. Okay. Sell like hotcakes. Be very popular and in high demand. He always, you see, this book written by a celebrated author is selling like hotcakes. Okay. This one is in very high demand. So this one is in a very high demand. You can see this book is in a very high demand. Sell like hotcakes. That's lose one's head, lose reason and clarity of thinking. Lose reason and clarity of thinking. He always loses his head when he gets angry. See, he always loses his head when he gets angry. When he is in an angry mood, what happens? He loses his head, loses reason and clarity of thinking. Thinking reason is lost. Okay, lose one's head means that clarity, losing his clarity of reason and clarity of thinking. Becoming not able to think very positively, very difficult to think positively. So he always loses his head. Okay, when he gets angry. So that happens with us also. When we are angry, we are losing the capacity of thinking to reason well. So that capacity is lost. Lose one's head means that only. Verb idiom. So that is called the verb. We are just dealing with this verb idiom. So now we are just dealing with the adverbial phrases, and now we are just dealing with the verb idioms. Verb idioms. Now spread like wildfire. Spread like a wildfire. See, spread very quickly. So some news and so on is spreading like a wildfire. That is what news spread like wildfire. That is the usage we usually use. Okay, spread very quickly. The news of the Indian accident, the news of the train accident, the news of the train accident spread like wildfire. You see, the news of the train accident, okay, that is spread like a wildfire. The news of the train accident spread like wildfire. Take by surprise. Take by surprise. What does it mean? Take by surprise. Catch suddenly. Take by surprise means catch suddenly. We were fighting in class when the teacher took us by surprise by entering suddenly. Take by surprise means catch suddenly. We were fighting in class when the teacher took us by surprise by entering suddenly. So we were caught by we were just fighting each other, and that time teacher caught us. Suddenly teacher caught us. That is what the meaning is. Then we can see next one is of adjective phrases. The students, we can just start with the adjective phrases now. Okay, first one it is given, study the following examples showing the uses of adjective phrases. All and okay, sundry. You see, everyone. All and sundry means everyone. He was so happy that he distributed money among all and sundry. All and everyone. No, he was very happy that he could distribute the money among all and sundry. Everyone. He was able to distribute the money to everyone. Safe and sound. Safely. Safe and sound means it is a okay. Ultimate meaning is a safely. After 10 days, the space mission arrived at its destination safe and sound. You see, after 10 days, safe and sound means simply means from that we can understand adjective phrases only. So we can understand that it is a safe and sound, safely only. So after 10 days, the space mission arrived at its destination safe and sound. Safely it arrived at the mission. So now safe. Okay, very safely the space mission arrived. Now, null and void, not binding. Null and void. Void, null and void means it is empty. No, empty void. There is something empty only. Void, not binding. See, he got into serious trouble when the court declared his business and agreement null and void. Okay, not binding, not affecting, not binding. See, he got into serious trouble when the court declared his business agreement null and void, not binding, not binding. Not binding means no, it is ruled by the laws and regulations. No, it was not null and the court declared his business agreement null and void. It is not valuable at all. Okay, null and void, not binding. Okay. In black and white, so that's like in writing. So black and white, black and white, you say in writing. I told him in writing only. Okay, I told him I would not go ahead unless he hands me the contract in black and white. So if you are not giving me in written form, no, I told him I would not go ahead unless he hands me the contract in the black and white. So unless you write, okay, you write and give me the contract, I could not go ahead. So I would not go ahead. I would not go ahead unless you write and give me, okay, the contract. So that is black and white. Black and white. Now, through thick and thin, that is a use, no, under all the conditions, all circumstances. Thick and thin is sometime in our life there will be happiness, sometime there will be sorrow. So, thick and thin, we have to manage both circumstances. Sometimes some people are just disturbed when they are getting the sorrowful, when they are facing the sorrowful incident in their life. So they should be able to. All people should be able to manage both situations, because life is a mixture of all these things. So we should be able to manage. We should able to manage all these things through thick and thin means both trouble as well as both difficulty as well as happiness. Thick and thin. Okay. My friends have always been with me through thick and thin. That means all my condition, in all my conditions.
When I was happy, my friends were there with me, and when I was in difficulty, when I was happiness, also my friends were there with me. Okay, my friends were with me when I was in a thick and thin. When I was in difficulty as well as in my happiness, my friends were there. They are actually the true friends. Friends means they should be able to stand with us both in the thick and thin situations. Then only they can be called or addressed as the friends. Otherwise, they are not at all true friends. Okay. Slow and steady. You see that slow and steady wins the race, and so on. You see that? Yes. With the patience, slow and steady, with the patience and consistency. So we need to be patient at the same time. Should be should keep that consistency in our life. So then only slow and steady wins the race. Maybe we have to be patient for some time, and for our time to whenever we are facing some difficulty or some tribulation comes, means we have to wait. We be patient. So think that there will be a good time. Okay, that positive manner we have to think, and also you see that consistency also very much required for the victory. You see, it is given. What is given here? The race is long and arduous, and the secret to winning it is to be slow and steady. You see that the race is sometimes the race it is very long. Sometimes we need to be patient. Sometimes we need to be running a little bit part will be running slowly, and the same way we need to be continue the same way. No, we need to we need to be in the same posture, same situation. Okay, see, as we move, the consistent speed should be there. No, that's what we have the famous story of the rabbit and the tortoise. That story, turtles. That story is there. So who finally wins? Tortoise wins. So what is the reason? Slow and steady wins the race. He was moving in all same way. He was moving. He was not stopping the movement. He was that time the rabbit thought that it was easy for him to win over the contest. No, so he just went for sleeping. By the time the tortoise was moving, he didn't stop. That is a consistency. So he was going on. Yeah, he didn't stop his attempt. He was going on. So that is what slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. Patience, with patience and the consistency, we need to move forward. Okay, now next one is spick and span. Neat and clean. Spick and span means neat and clean. So my mother always praises my sister because she keeps her room spick and span. That means neat and clean. So my mother always praises my sister because she always keeps her room neat and tidy. There is spick and span. Spick and span. That is the usage you need to understand. Spick and span. No, keeping always things neat and tidy. Spick and span. Now rough and tumble. You see, disorder and chaos. Chaos, not having chaos, confusion, disorder. So there. Now, of course, if there is a disorder, then we'll be having confusions, chaos. So suppose I am keeping some books here and there, and without any order, disorder. I is in disorder. So I will be confused which book I have to take and which is that. So if I have written very correctly this book, labeled there, and in a correct order I have placed, means it is easy for me to pick up the next day. So that is the importance of the order. Disorder always brings confusion only. That is chaos. We will be in chaos. Now you see that during the rule of the dictator, the country went through terrible rough and tumble. You see, rough and tumble. See, the country went through terrible rough and tumble during the rule of the dictator. So while the dictators were ruling, it was very difficult for the people to live. Everywhere there were disorder and the chaos. Okay, that is what terrible, tough and tumble.